What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another one of our videos. Today is going to be a what sold online video, but not just eBay. I'm also going to share with you an item that we sold on Amazon and a few items that we've sold on Instagram. So not just eBay, but two other platforms as well. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about 15 items that we sold recently for just over $2,600 gross. So not net profit, but total revenue, just over $2,600. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. My name is Ralli Roots. My wife, Allison, and I, we are full-time online resellers. So for the past 5 years, we've run a six-figure-a-year online resale business. And this YouTube channel is where we share our successes and our lessons learned. Not failures, but lessons learned. So if you are a reseller, or if you're interested in becoming a reseller, or if you just like content like this, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and join this wonderful community that we've built online. So with that being said, let's jump into a few of the items that we've sold recently, and let's start with eBay. The first item I'm gonna share is a Renaissance Festival mug. And this was really cool because it's local to our area. We live just outside of Tampa and we go to this Ren Fair. We try to go every single year. And Allison actually, my wife Allison actually found this mug at one of our local thrift stores. We listed it on eBay and it sold for $28. Not a huge amount, but the reason I like this sale is because the buyer sent us a message saying that they were actually in the Ren Fair as a cast member, and this mug was the last one that they needed to complete their collection. So we found that particular right buyer and it went to the perfect home, which is so cool. And I actually messaged them back and I was like, that's so cool that you were able to get this mug. And we've probably met you before because we've been to the Ren Fest so many times. But I thought it was just a cool story because even though it wasn't a high dollar item, it's always fun when you find an item and then you're able to get it to the rightful owner. So again, that one sold for $28 with free shipping, but it shipped within Florida, so it didn't cost us too much money to ship. Next up, you guys know that we sell Tommy Bahama items. We sell a lot of Tommy Bahama 100% silk shirts. The bigger sizes, the larger sizes do sell better for us and for more money. So in this particular case, this was a lot of two Tommy Bahama 2XL shirts. I think one of them was 100% silk and the other one was 100% linen, but both really nice shirts, good patterns, nice pictures taken, and they ended up selling for us for just under $50 plus an additional $4.50 shipping. So with Tommy Bahama, we try to pick up only the unique patterns and larger sizes, and when we do, we'll lot them together just like this. Two shirts, different patterns, same size. Sometimes we'll put them together, and instead of selling them for $25 individually, we're selling them together for $50. We're saving money on shipping, and the buyer is getting a good deal as well. So now we go from Tommy Bahama to another Tommy. This is a pair of Tommy Hilfiger board shorts. I think that this pair sold on the higher side. Usually we get like $20 to maybe $25 for this pair. I think we just happened to find the right buyer at the right time. So this pair sold for $30 with free shipping, which again I think is on the higher end. We probably paid around $4 for this pair at a thrift store. So we're happy that they sold for $30, but we also would have been happy if they sold for, you know, 25 bucks would have been fine. Next item up, this is the first kind of higher dollar item that you'll see in this series. It is Boss brand, and what it was one of those like guitar effects pedals. So you plug your guitar into it and you can change the sound of it. I'm obviously not a musical instrument player person at all, but I know what this stuff is, and with musical equipment, what I like about it is stuff like this has model numbers, so it's pretty easy to go to eBay and look up sold comps to see what you can get for it. So this particular item sold for us for $150 plus free shipping, and if you remember, this was part of a lot that we picked up at a garage sale. And if you guys haven't seen our garage sale videos, they're pretty good. We film us going out to garage sales because that's how we actually started as resellers. We started this business with $200, just going to garage sales and seeing what we could find, and we've built it, like I said, into a six-figure-a-year income business. But we still like to go to garage sales and we still film our garage sale adventures, so if you want to go back and watch some of those in our channel, they're pretty cool. They're some of my favorites to film. So. But anyway, this item sold for, like I said, $150 with free shipping. The next item I'm gonna share with you is a pair of Converse Jack Purcell shoes. These were brand new with tags. We didn't have the box, but the shoes did have the tags on them. So they ended up selling for us for $50 plus free shipping, which I'm very happy with. Another $50 sale and another pair of shoes. This is a pair of New Balance Minimus training shoes. We made sure to put the model and the model number. That's a trick for you guys that list shoes. If you can find the model name as well as the model number and put it in the title of your listing, your items will be seen faster and they will sell faster as well. So this was a pair of women's New Balance Minimus shoes, and they sold again for $50 plus free shipping. Next up is another high dollar item. This car radio was part of a large lot of car radios that we purchased from a wholesaler a while back. These are more of a long tail item. We're looking for the right buyer. Not everybody can afford to spend $450 on a new head unit. So we're looking for a particular buyer. Most of the time when we sell these, they're going to dealerships that are looking to take out old units and replace them with new ones. But again, in this case, I think when we bought these, it was part of a lot of, I want to say 50 different car radio units. So this is one of them. We still have a few of these units left, but they are selling gradually, and every time they sell, we make money, which is good. So this unit, like I said, sold for $450 plus free shipping. Another pair of shoes, I thought that this was a really cool sale. They are Polo Ralph Lauren boots, and they sold for $60 with free shipping. I think with items like this, condition really does matter. You don't want to sell boots that are like super messed up, and sometimes, not always, but sometimes it is good to go in there and give them a bit of a scrub, maybe put some leather polish on them or put some conditioner on them just to give them a bit of a boost and make them look better. And sometimes when you do that, your items will actually sell for a little bit more. Now, when you do that, you have to weigh in, like, is your time worth doing it? And the time that you put into it, is that actually going to increase the price enough to warrant putting the effort into it? So if you're only spending 5 minutes sprucing up some shoes and you're getting 20% more for the item, that does make sense. But if you're spending that 5-10 minutes and you're not getting any more for the item, again, in my opinion, and this is different from a lot of shoe sellers out there, but in my opinion, it's better just to get the shoes listed fast and list more of them and get more sold. But again, that is just our opinion on that matter. You have to weigh out what is your time worth and is it worth putting the effort into them. One of the really cool things that I like about not just eBay, but a lot of different selling platforms, but it does happen often for us on eBay, is when we get multiples of an item or multiples of similar items, because we have an eBay store, sometimes a buyer will buy one of that item and then go back to our store and see that we have multiples of that same item, and then they'll buy or make offers and they'll buy a bunch of them at the same time, which is exactly what happened in this case. So this particular buyer bought a pair of jeans from us at best offer. They paid $60 for the pair of jeans. And then they saw that we had more of them and they were like, well, $60 was a really good deal. Let me buy the rest. Let me make offers on the rest of them. So they bought 3 pairs of jeans from us, and I think they got a heck of a deal. We've been selling these jeans for over $100, but we gave them a deal because they bought multiples and because we already made our money back on them. They were vintage Levi's jeans, new old stock, so they still had the tags on them. And for the 3 pairs, they paid us $260 with free shipping. So that is the last eBay sale that I'm gonna share with you today. But now let's talk about a couple other platforms that we sell on. We do make money on Amazon. We like selling on Amazon. And if you guys remember, last week I did a video on how to send in your first shipment to Amazon FBA. If you missed that video and you're interested in it, I'll link it up here somewhere. But again, in that video, I showed you how I shipped out 21 TI calculators to Amazon FBA to sell. And since I made that video, since I published it, and since I shipped that package in, that order has already been received by the Amazon Fulfillment Center, and those items have already started to sell. So last week, we've already sold 7 of those units. And they've been selling for us for $159.99, so times 7, that is $1,119.93. Keep in mind, that is gross money coming in. That doesn't take out fees or the costs that we paid for that item, and we did pay more for that item than we do for other stuff. So we paid $100 a unit. So our net profit on each one of them, I think, is like $40 to $45, which is still great. I'm not complaining at all. We're gonna make decent money on them. But I just want you to be aware. I don't wanna be one of those resellers who's like, we made $2 million, when after fees and shipping and cost of goods, they're actually only making like 10 grand or they're losing money. I wanna show you the actual reality of reselling, which is, I'll show you gross profit numbers, but really remember we're taking out our cost of goods and our shipping and other fees associated with that. We have overhead, we have a warehouse, we have employees, we have other stuff as well that you need to keep in mind. But we are still making money online, which is the way to do it. But again, guys, that's Amazon. We sold 7 of those units on Amazon so far, and I just wanted to give you an update on, because we did actually take those calculators and ship them into Amazon, and yes, they are actually selling for us. So, and again, if you missed that FBA video, go back and I'll link it for you guys. So that's eBay and Amazon. And then kind of like a new thing that we've been doing recently, because we have a decent sized following on Instagram. We have a lot of people looking at what we're posting on Instagram. So what I decided to do recently is when we get really cool vintage stuff in, I'll just post it to our Instagram story and see if anybody wants to do like a direct deal. Instead of putting it on eBay or another platform that takes fees, we can sell it to people directly through Instagram. And then that way, all we pay is our merchant fees. So all we pay is 3%, or sometimes we don't pay any fees because we can do like a friends and family payment or a Venmo payment where there are no fees associated besides shipping the item to the buyer. So it's just kind of another fun way to move inventory. And as I'm going through stuff and finding cool vintage stuff, it's literally just taking some snapshots and putting it in our Instagram story. Which, by the way, if you are on Instagram and you want to see our daily activities or you want to see some of those items that we sell, it's just Ralli Roots on Instagram. Go and follow us. And the items that when we do that, we put it in our Instagram story. But anyway, on Instagram last week, we sold 5 things. One of them was a lot of vintage Disney sweaters. So I think it was like 19 pullover sweaters. And we sold that lot for $230. And then we also sold a baseball jersey. I believe it was an Indians jersey, and it was a size 4XL. Picked it up at a thrift store, put it on our Instagram, and sold it for $45 the same day. And then we sold 2 vintage Disney t-shirts, really, really cool shirts. The one shirt we sold for $20. And then the other shirt we sold for $25, both with free shipping. But again, we're not paying fees on them, so both with free, don't mind doing free shipping on that. So yeah, those 2 Disney shirts sold together for $45 to 2 different people, one for $25 and the other for $20. And then lastly on Instagram, I sold a really, really cool liquid blue all over print tiger t-shirt, and that one sold for $50 shipped. It wasn't one of the really old liquid blue shirts that would have been worth like $100. This one was like, I think early 2000s tag, but still worth 50 bucks. And again, no fees, so sold directly on Instagram, which is cool. It's just so cool, like in today's day and age, how many different ways you can sell stuff online. You're not limited to just eBay or just Amazon. There's Poshmark and Mercari, and you can sell stuff locally on Letgo and Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. And you can even open an Instagram account and build your following and sell stuff on Instagram. We know people, vintage sellers, who that's the only way they sell. They have a really, really good following on Instagram, and they sell high dollar vintage t-shirts directly on Instagram, and they make a really good living doing that. So it just goes to show you that if you have the work ethic, you can find a way to move product. And it also shows you that you really shouldn't limit yourself to only one platform. You should start to diversify your income and get into multiple income streams. So if eBay is doing bad, Amazon's popping. If Amazon and eBay are doing bad, maybe you're able to wholesale some stuff, or maybe you're selling really well on Poshmark. So you have these multiple little income streams coming in, and if one starts to fail a little bit, the other ones are still making you money. I think it's really important because we met a lot of people who are kind of like old school eBayers, and that is all they do. They're like, I only list on eBay, it's worked for me before, it's working for me now, and it's the only thing I'm ever gonna do. And I don't think that that's the right way to do it, because eventually, which we've seen in the past, eBay changes something and your income suffers, and if you don't have multiple streams coming in, you can't pay your bills, and then things aren't great. So just keep an open mind to that is all I'm saying. Keep an open mind to putting your eggs in more baskets, if you will. So that's really it, guys. There's some items that we've sold recently. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button on the video. It helps kind of drive us to the top and get us more subscribers, and it tells us that we're doing a good job. And then one more just quick announcement. We have officially set a date for our next round of mentoring. We are opening up 75 more spots, and the mentoring is gonna start on March 1st, 2020. I will put a link in today's video where you can go and submit your email to get on our email list, so when we open up those 75 spots, you can join if you would like to. And we are completely redesigning and adding so much stuff to this next round of mentoring. It's gonna be the most amazing value for money that we've ever done. So again, if you're interested, there's a link in the description of this video. We're really looking forward to working with this next group. It's one of our passions to help people and mentor them to get them from where they are to the next level. And we've worked with people all over the world now, America, Australia, Canada, the UK, and we've worked with people from literally they didn't even have accounts all the way up to people already doing $300,000 a year. So, and everybody in between. So it's really cool. Again, it's a passion of ours to be able to take a group of 75 people and work with them and get them to the next level. So again, we are excited to work with the next group of people, and that will be starting on March 1st. But thanks again for watching this video, guys. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. My name is Ralli Roots, and I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. So thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Bye.